Mark Stoneman, well batted. That was an astonishingly good innings, an astonishingly tough one. What was the mentality when you went out there on a tough deck as you knew it was?
Yeah, I think the way that our seamers in the first innings got the ball to respond out the surface, we were under no illusion that it was going to be easy. And the way those guys started for Derby was quite tricky. Me and Max got together, had a bit of a chat, and came to the conclusion we weren't going to die wondering against the Quicks. So we decided to back ourselves and take it on when they did miss and try and keep out the best balls as well as possible, and we managed to do that. And I think from that point we got to about 70 or 80 and the spin came on, and from there we knew that we needed to play the long game. So it was a bit of a tactical change there and try and just really put some wear into those guys and into the pitch, because it wasn't going to get any better from the conditions in which it started. The spin started to take more of a hold and try and really establish as big a lead as possible.
Sam Robson said it's the best innings he's ever seen you hit. It's pretty high praise from your opening partner.
Yeah, it's nice. I think sort of the support from the boys the last couple of weeks really. Unfortunately, before the last game I was told I was being released. Disappointing so, but to come in and put in a big performance in this game and really try and finish the season on a high with the boys, and I said that, like, how happy they were for me was touching really, you know, to have that level of support from those guys and be able to sort of back them up and get a score on the board for them.
I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, you've had a great year. I'm sure you're pretty pleased with the way it's gone for you. It's been incredible to watch this day as well.
Yeah, I mean, frustrating at times. I've missed out when the guys have really cashed in on a few occasions, and I guess you live and die by your numbers, and haven't been good enough overall. Like I say, big games to finish the season, and if we can finish on a high with the boys, it'll be a great way to leave Middlesex.
I mean, for Sam to say that's the best innings he's ever seen you hit, I was saying, funnily enough, on the commentary today, you know, he doesn't look 30, 36, 37. He's not a fella who's on the verge of quitting here at the moment, because you're looking great touch at the moment.
No, I still love the game, and my enthusiasm is as high as it's ever been, and I guess I thank my kids for that, how much love they have for the game and getting in the park and playing with them, and it sort of reignites why you first start playing and that love for it, and just being out there on the field in the contest, getting a few runs when I can, and just being in and around the lads. Still absolutely love it, you know.
Golden age of Australian cricket, you're only really getting into the Test side at your age at the moment. I mean, still a long career to come.
Hopefully so. Yes, I say the ambition and desire is still there to perform at a higher level as possibly that I can. Still trying to throw myself out in the field and try and make an impact there. And so yeah, we'll see what happens.
On a team note, obviously frustrating for Middlesex what happened last week. It looks as though it's going to be pretty costly no matter what happens here with the way the games are going elsewhere. It's a bit of a wing and a prayer going to Sussex. That'll be a big frustration on a season where Middlesex are probably thinking about a couple of what ifs.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think when you always look back across the entirety of the season, it's always in your control. Sometimes you don't realise the importance of hours of play or sessions of play at the moment, and think you might look over the shoulder and think, oh, everything will be all right. But unfortunately, at the end of a long season, I think the table is generally a fair reflection, and if we have fallen just short, then that's something that you go back to the drawing board, and the lads try and sort of pick themselves up and move the levels forward so that that doesn't happen again. You know, you want to find yourselves in the same situations but create a different outcome for yourself and really sort of grasp that initiative and control what you can.
When you came in, Middlesex were really struggling with the bat at the top. Do you feel you've left them in a better place than when you found them? Because there was a noticeable change, and even it was marked that Sam Robson's game just seemed to improve once he had you at the top with him.
I guess that's probably for others to say, you know, the young lads that I've tried to help, and obviously that partnership with Robbo, like, only they can vouch for that. I just know I've given my best every time I've walked out, and I'll always be sort of proud of the contributions that I have made. You always look back and think, yeah, could have done a bit more here and there, but I think in the main it's been sort of 3 good years where I've given everything I could.
Privilege watching you today. Thanks for your time. All the best.
Cheers, thank you.